So tell me why you decided to go on this trip down to Atlanta.
Well, first, Dr. King, I can't say exactly how he said it, but it's always, there's always a good time to do the right thing. Or actually, I guess the thing's left off, but uh, so that's kind of what I teach our kids, and we've been with volunteer, my wife and Lita volunteered with the Martin Luther King Commission since 2008 when Deshaun came in, and we've had our kids involved. And I always tell my kids, it only makes you better when you do things the right way, you know. And so that's what I'm known for my kids is, Dad always says, it'll make you better, it'll make you better. And I think volunteering with the King Commission for the last 9 years for my wife and my kids that we've all involved, it has made us better understand what's going on in the world, especially my kids, and how times have changed. And just the trip that it's kind of a bucket list trip for my wife and I to go down to the King Center for the 365 Nonviolence Conference or orientation, and to learn about the 6 principles of Dr. King and the 6 steps. And one of them being, I was just reading up some of the 3rd step, is the injustice that he had to endure and everyone back in the 60s when they did the march on Selma and places like that. And just people could have did the right thing, but they didn't. And like he said, it's always the right time to do something right, but they chose not to. And just the discrimination that you saw and the violence, and that they marched and protested and resisted, but it was a resistance of not violence, but it was just a passive resistance where they had to be out of the way just to stand up, and the abuse and discrimination that they got from the people at that time. It's a sad story, and it continues today. And the more that people realize there is an Arkansas Martin Luther King Commission, and they can volunteer and make a difference with the executive director Deshaun, it's going to make the world a better place. And it's been fantastic going around the state of Arkansas the last 9 years, from Harrison to McGee to even going to Washington D.C. with Deshaun, and just seeing his work and him promoting the Martin Luther King Commission from Arkansas. And so we just want to focus on, like Deshaun does, the lead team, kids. We do a ministry with kids, basketball ministry called Kingdom Hoops, and we just want them to know that we're all the same. And I tell them in my ministry that people don't realize that Jesus was not an American, he didn't speak English, and he wasn't black. And so if you believe in Jesus and you're prejudiced, how can that work? So that's kind of like just putting reality on someone. And so we're just really glad that we can make this trip, and fortunate to know Deshaun and become a friend with him and his family, and all the other volunteers. Sorry guys, y'all are missing out. So we'll enjoy the time for you. But anyway, it's just an opportunity that we have to see how far civil rights have come over the years, and that we still have a big challenge in front of us to continue on. And we just need to get more people involved.